Hello, my name's Mrs. Hine, and over the last 2 weeks we've been celebrating Chinese New Year, and we've been making some Chinese dragons and Chinese lanterns. Well, you might remember that the Chinese New Year is also called the Spring Festival. Well, today we're thinking about spring and we're going to make a Spring Blossom Collage. Let's have a look at it. Well, Spring Blossom festivals are actually famous in Japan. In Japan, they have festivals to view the cherry blossom. Once upon a time, it was only the rich who could grow the cherry blossom and then had time to enjoy it. But today, everybody can go out into the countryside, into the parks or the gardens, and there they take picnics and sit under the trees. They see that the cherry blossom is only going to last for a short time, and so it's really important to enjoy the cherry blossom at that moment. So now we're going to have a go at making our own cherry blossom collage. In order to make our collage, we're going to have to get a few things together. So let's get a few things. We need a big piece of paper, a big piece of white paper, and a small piece of black paper, or you can use thin card if you've got it. Need some silver paper, about that much, and if you haven't got that, tin foil will do. The usual glue stick, pencil, a brush, although you're going to be using your fingers today, and some paint, some white paint and some red paint. We also need a circle to draw around, about that big. And I'm using a bit of card to mix the paint on. Right, let's get going. Now I've brought in today, this is a piece of cherry blossom from my garden, and you can see that it's not straight. This particular cherry blossom is almost zigzaggedy. So we're going to cut some branches, and we don't have to do it accurately, so don't worry if you're not a very good cutter. I'm not going to draw them first, I'm just going to cut and have fun. So let's have a look. You don't have to be accurate, you can zigzag along as you want, and we're going to do one long branch to start with. Okay, so I've done a long zigzaggedy branch and I'm going to cut it now. Ooh. I'm going to make it go into a point, so I've got a long branch like that, and then I'm just going to do a few more. So we'll go from this end now. I'm turning the piece of paper over just so that we get a variety of different cuts. You can see that I'm sort of making the cuts pointed at one end, so like the ends of the branches. Back over here, a few more. And another little short one. There we go. I think we've got enough. And can you see there's something else on this tree, just above the tree? What is it? What's in the sky?
The moon.
The moon, right, so we need the moon. Now I'm going to put that to one side for a minute, and we're going to make the moon. So if you remember on our original one, let's have a look at it. You can see there's a silvery moon, so we're going to draw around on a piece of silver paper. There we go. And we're going to cut it out carefully. So I've got to follow the line. If you're not very good at cutting, you can always ask somebody to help you. And as you're cutting it out, you can always cut off these long bits. It's easier to keep cutting round, following the line. Ooh, I think I'll get rid of that bit as well. It's easier with a smaller piece. There we go. Okay, so we've got our silver. I'm going to crunch mine up a bit. I like the irregular, bumpy, lumpy look, and it reflects the light quite nicely. So there we go. Back to our piece of paper, and we're going to stick on the moon. Now you can stick it where you want. You can stick it in the middle, or over here, or over here. I'm going to stick it up here. I'll add some glue around the edge. There we go. And we can stick it on like that. Now we have to arrange the branches, and really it doesn't matter where you put them, so as long as it looks a bit like a tree branch. So I'm going to start with a long branch, and I might join that one up with that one, or I might put that one there with that one. Let's have a little, we can have a little play. No, I don't like that one. We'll have that one maybe there, and maybe another one there. When you're happy with your design, it's always easier to try and actually glue the paper rather than trying to glue these long strips, because you might break them. So I'm going to just take these off and start with this one here, and I'm going to get my glue, and I'm going to put a long line of glue, and then I'm just going to lay it on, and it should stick okay. If it's coming off, you can always add just a little bit of glue at the end there, and then try and remember where your last piece was. I think I'll have mine there, and join it up. Okay, so I've got some bits overlapping the moon, which I think looks quite nice, and we'll have another one over there. Right, just get that top bit now.
Okay.
I'm going to make that one a little bit shorter, and I think I'll have it there. Okay, so I've got my branches now, and I've got my moon, so we need to add some cherry blossom. And as you can see, the cherry blossom is sort of shades of pink and red and white. So some of you will know that if we've got white and we've got red, if we mix it together, what do we get? Well, that's right, we get pink. So we've got white, and we've got red, put a bit of there, and if we mix it together, we get pink. And of course, if we mix more red, that pink will go darker, and if we add more white, that pink will go lighter. But we're going to use our fingers. If you really don't like using your fingers, I do, you can always use a brush. So let's have a go. We're now going to add some of our cherry blossom onto the twigs. So we're going using one finger, and we're just doing little dabs. We can go over the moon as well. I'm mainly, at the moment, just starting on the tops of the branches, but blossom grows all over, so I'm going to add some more down there, some more here. You'll notice that I've got an apron on because this bit can get a bit messy. It's always best to be prepared. So I'm going to add some darker now. You'll know that if you've got a garden, you might have a cherry tree in your garden, and blossom comes in all different colours, pink, white and red. There we go. I'm going to add a little bit of the white as well, and that will just blend in. You don't need to be too precise about this, it's quite nice just to have fun with the paint. Okay, so I'm going to move that to one side. Make sure you wash your hands really well. So as you can see now, we've got our own cherry blossom collage.
This is my cherry blossom picture.
And if you feel like you want to do another one, you could always do it slightly differently. So now this collage I've started on a black piece of paper, and so that the cherry blossom stands out, instead of using black, I've used old newspaper and I've cut it up. I've tried to find newspaper that hasn't got photographs on it, but I've cut the branches just the same and I've added the silvery moon. So here we are, 2 spring blossom collages to celebrate spring. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you enjoy making these collages as well. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed doing some artwork, and if you've got any pictures, do send them in. I'd love to see what you can make at home. Bye bye.